Everyone, please settle.
Sir, voice is not coming, sir.
You're able to hear us?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now here.
A very warm good morning to everyone. Our very honorable visionary chairman, Professor T.G. Sitaram, because of whom we are taking this very, very innovative step of converging engineering as well as the medical sciences. Dr. Tasleem Arif Sayyed, who is the CEO of Center for Cellular and Molecular Platforms, our very distinguished member secretary, Professor Rajiv Ji, my very worthy colleague, Dr. Ramesh Unnikrishnan, and because of whom this has taken a lead. And today we are at a state where we are signing the Memorandum of Understanding between AICTE and Interinstitutional Biomedical Innovations Program and all other colleagues, all other people who have joined us on our YouTube platform. Once again, I extend a very, very warm welcome and a very heartfelt welcome on a very crucial and a very significant day when, for the first time in the real sense, we are coming together and thinking of a true multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary program where engineering as well as medical sciences will converge, will be meditated, will be mediated, collaborated, mentored by the CCAM, and we will ensure that we provide for our UG students, for our PG students, for our research scholars, for our faculty members, a platform where engineers who understand the various tech-based understanding, have a very critical thinking and approach to solve problems, and doctors, all those medical practitioners who understand whether they need a prosthetic limb or they need wearable devices, or they are even talking about artificial kidney, bionic contact lenses, bionic exoskeletons, nanorobots. And all of you would really be surprised to know that very critical surgeries are taking place with surgical, very precise nanorobots. So it is at this endeavor, and it is with a visionary understanding of interdisciplinary research by our honorable chairman, who himself is a very prolific researcher, globally renowned, that AICTE is taking this step. We both, the organizations, will come together. We will have a signing of one MoU today, wherein we have worked out the modalities as to how we would be providing the initial seed money to CCAM. Also, that we will be identifying certain institutions, very well-performing institutions, from where we will initially provide them a seed money of 10 lakh rupees from AICT's side, and matching grant is also to be matched by the institution. So our collective desire is, our collective purpose and objective is to make lives better. To make lives better in one of the most critical field, and that critical field is biomedical engineering. How can we make our health services more accessible, more affordable, and how can we make sure that lives of all people is healthier and better? With this, I once again congratulate CCAM and also a heartfelt gratitude to AICTE for making sure that we start on a path of a revolutionizing engineering and medical convergence. Thank you so very much. Warm welcome to one and all. Thank you so very much. And now I invite Dr. Tasleem Arif Sayyed, who is the CEO of CCAM, to express his views and address the gathering. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I hope I'm audible. Professor Sitaram, Chairman AICTE, distinguished colleagues in the room, and many senior friends who have joined online. A very good morning to all. It's a wonderful occasion today, and possibly, if I may say so, a start of a journey that we all were working towards together in building in a way a new momentum into coming and converging of different disciplines and how those disciplines can come together for solving problems on the ground. Very, very important component. CCAM, which is an organization set up in 2009 and 10 with support from Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, has been at the forefront in India towards building deep science innovations in the areas coming from life sciences. And over years, we have now supported nearly 2,000 such innovations across areas of health, agriculture, animal health, and climate. And where we have seen a phenomenal passion that young talent is able to come and address problems that they're seeing on every day around them. I'm very happy to share with you that out of this, we have invested and supported nearly 400 of those startups. And we have nearly now 90 products in market. So as one call it, this includes US FDA approved products. This includes India regulatory approved products. This includes agriculture products, which are enhancing the crop production by 40%. This improves one of the top global efforts in terms of global warming to reduce the global warming as we see. This is coming from India, and this is happening because of the youth, which is actually going and solving a problem that they are seeing together. India is definitely, as we know, under the, the guidance of Honorable Prime Minister, is building new capabilities as a leader for building capabilities and development capabilities from India, not only for India, but beyond. And I think there have to be new mechanisms, new capabilities so that we can take those efforts to the next level. I'm very, very delighted and thankful to Professor Sitaram and colleagues here who have been here, who actually have possibly identified some of those thoughts that we shared with them as a proposition and made it to the next level and have converted now as a joint program with AICTE and CCAM. The program attempts to bring together the young students who are in the biomedical as well as in engineering disciplines across a very large number of organizations that AICTE oversees. I should say that I think the numbers that AICTE in terms of organizations across India and the number of students that come out is unparalleled. And I think that is the strength where we can actually make a huge difference. CCAMP is very, very keen to actually bring its innovation capabilities and innovation know-how and see if we can build a structured model to do that. And I want to cite a quick example with your permission, sir, in terms of what we saw interdisciplinary innovation can do. So a few years back, two young students in less than 30 who had just came out of their undergrad, one came from mechanical engineering background and one came from design background. They both wanted to do something in healthcare. They did not know what they can do. They wanted to do something. What they actually did, and this is a part of it, what they did is that they said, we will just spend some time in hospital ICUs. More or less, we call it immersion program. What they did is they just came and spent in the morning when ICU intensivists go around in the for the walk, to the round. They just saw what was happening. Idea was to just be an observer and see what is happening. They soon realized that many ICU patients who were on ventilators, while they were there for either any other diseases, they were recovering well, but some of them would actually suddenly drop, acquire secondary infection, and we lose them. When they asked doctors as well as nurses, they now realize that it is because of phenomena called ventilator-associated pneumonia. What happens is that a ventilated patients who have been given respiratory support for any other reason, they could have come for a surgery, they could have come for anything, because they have a ventilator, there is what happens on a ventilated patient, they cannot control their saliva or oral secretions. So right now, as I speak and we all secrete almost 1 to 1.5 liters of saliva. We actually just gulp it. It goes to our stomach, we take care of it. But that control is not actually there on ventilated patients. And what happens is that there is a fear that the saliva ends up going to our airway, which also mouth has an airway, you can breathe through your mouth, to the lungs, immediately causing what we call it pneumonia. So it's called ventilator-associated pneumonia. Now, these engineers found that out. Now, I'll tell you the numbers. Globally, apparently, almost 30% people on ventilator acquire the pneumonia. That is almost 1/3. And the other numbers globally is that every other patient who is elderly, who acquires VAP, we lose them. Every other patient, so almost 40 to 50% of them. So that's a global issue. What is the easiest way to do it? So nurses every 1 hour, every 2 hours go to these patients, and just like a dentist, they aspirate it out down there. But saliva secretion is not timed with the nurse's timing. It can happen anytime, right? And it can actually do it. So these numbers are despite of nurses' intervention. It's a global issue. So now this guys say, what can we do? We are trained in engineering and design. What can we do? So they design an engineering device which would go next to the ventilator, a simple catheter at the temple size of my glasses, which will go and it will have 3 sensors at the end near the trachea. So as soon as any humidity or moisture is made, it will do a mouthwash and aspirate it out. And the bedside, it will bleach it. This innovation is now tested in the top institutions in India. And the numbers are phenomenal. They did it on 30 patients. Remember my numbers, 1/3, 1/2 after that. Out of control could have, so out of 30, control normal, no intervention would have caused almost 9 to 10 VAP, ventilators pneumonia. In this scenario, only 1 got VAP. So 90% reduction of the, decrease, 90% reduction in the VAP and no loss of lives in a way. This is power. This is now US FDA approved device. This got the best Commonwealth across all Commonwealth countries, which includes the entire Great Britain, Australia, Canada, all other countries, best innovation across all sectors by Prince Harry. And this is truly remarkable. The reason I actually cited this example is to show that how different disciplines can make a huge difference when actually exposures are given together, right? And that is what is required. You need a bright mind, needs a torchlight, right? That's what you need. And what this program attempts to do is to this bright young minds that the AICTE is, the large umbrella the AICTE has, how can we provide through the structure program a torchlight so they can start thinking about what problems to solve and then have that mindset to go out and do it. And this is truly remarkable that AICTE has actually taken a step forward to work now with organizations like CCAM to build this program. So I'm very, very excited. We are keenly looking forward to go through the program, hopefully scale up this program. Of course, as a pilot, we are going at a stage so that we can ensure that the mechanisms are well built. Any niggles in terms of the design, which we built at this stage, can be corrected. And then hopefully make a larger scale up later on so that we can really provide opportunity to those bright minds who are, while learning the concepts of engineering, while learning the concepts of medical education, should actually think about solving a problem. And that is very, very important thing. Solving a problem is not necessarily always building a product. Solving a problem actually requires looking at a situation and find a solution in a way. And that is what is very important. So you're learning the concepts, how you utilize the learned concepts and solve a problem that comes from those exposures, the practices, the opportunity. And I hope the program, AICTE-IBIP program, will actually be able to provide inter-institutional biomedical innovation program will be able to provide. So I'm very, very delighted. We are hoping that Dr. Ravi Nair, who has been the key lead for this from the CCAM side, will be here as well to join us soon. But I think we are very extremely delighted to have them together be here, and we are looking forward to excellent work. But I would like to close with thanking the leadership of Professor Sitaram, who has actually seen that, who is really bold and forward-looking approach that is building here. I'm really, really thankful to build this collaboration together. Looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for such an elaborate address. It is exactly like this, that suitcases were developed way back, and the wheels on which they were also there. It took almost 200 years to put the two together.
Okay.
That is suitcases and the wheels, so that suitcases can be very easily rolled on roads rather than lifting the whole thing. So we are very fortunate that AICTE and CCAMP are coming together to make healthcare a much better accessible, affordable, and better lives. Now I would request my colleague Meera to come forward for signing off and close.
Can we wait for 1 minute? But just can we check on him? Okay.
So, sir, can we then start this lecture of scheme and your
Yeah,
views?
sure.
Okay.
Signing you can make the
Okay. Signing, we may do it a little later. Now I would request our visionary and very distinguished chairman, Professor Sitaramji, to launch the scheme, which is Interinstitutional Biomedical Innovations Program mentored by CCAMP in collaboration with AICTE. Now, thank you so much, sir. May I request our honorable chairman to address the gathering. Thank you, sir.
Namaskar. Very good morning to all of you. I'm very happy to launch AICTE Inter-Institutional Biomedical Innovation Program. So Dr. Taslim Said Arif and Mr. Rajiv Kumar and all my colleagues assembled here, also all the distinguished professors, researchers who have assembled online. In absentia, Dr. Ravi Nair, Program Director of IBIP at CCAMP. Ladies and gentlemen, very happy today to launch this AICTE Inter-Institutional Biomedical Innovation and Entrepreneurship Program. It will be funded partially by AICTE and partially by our AICTE institutions. CCAMP is going to be the mentor institution. So you have heard from Taslim that why we have chosen them. It's very clear from his speech. Okay, that they are the leaders in such a programs. So I think our institutions will get benefit. So why did we choose this inter-institutional collaborations? So if you look at AICTE today has about 3,600 engineering colleges, 3,600 diploma institutions, and many management institutions too. And out of these, 423, please come, 423 engineering colleges also own a medical college. See, that's a big number. 423 engineering colleges also own a medical college, and they are very nearby. That means adjacent campuses they are. So, but unfortunately, both work in silos. Okay. So we thought today medical technologies have to be designed, developed, and innovated by only engineers. So doctors will use them. So I thought, this is the time, and we have seen many such collaborations earlier. At IIT Guwahati, we had an interaction with CCAMP. So then, I told Dr. Ramesh to come with that, and then at the same time, Dr. Ravi Nair also came with an idea that why don't we work in inter-institutional biomedical innovations and entrepreneurship, which is going to be, life-saving products developments can happen. So this is where basically, such kind of a collaboration in a structured way was not there. So in an odd way, somewhere, they used to come together and work. So in a structured way where our institutions, where both engineering colleges are there, as well as medical colleges are there. So there are these documentations are available, but there was less and less collaboration between them to solve real problems. So we thought that this would be a ideal time to start this collaborative effort, interaction between medical and engineering institutions. So I think that's the culture we wanted to build, where our students are going to be the entrepreneurs and the startup creators, so that they will be a sort of a job doers than job seekers. But I would like to tell you that even AICTE in their curriculum made entrepreneurship, innovation as part of the curriculum. So we have Ministry of Education's Innovation Council located at AICTE, funded by AICTE, and they have close to about 7,500 institute innovation councils across our engineering institutions. Through this effort, which started somewhere in 2017, we are also conducting every year Smart India Hackathon. We are the only country where at a national level, hackathon is conducted, both in software as well as hardware. Software edition is 36 hours non-stop, hardware edition is 5 days non-stop. These have led to a lot of new ideas. All these ideas have been captured in our AICTE 2.0 portal. We have close to now 1,02,000 ideas already accumulated. Through this, close to about 6,06,000 startups have come up. Many of them have already become a unicorns. And in addition to that, we have now close to about 38,000 ideas at TRL level 4 to 7. Okay. And many of them are 1 to 4. So looking at these numbers, which are very large, so we have developed many innovation ambassadors, trained them, master trainers. So we have a large number of innovation ambassadors trained across our institutions. And today we are starting, actually, we have already started, it's called as India's Innovation Centers at all locations, to handhold these ideas, the creators of these ideas, and take them to different technology readiness levels. Then help them in commercializing their technologies, technology transfers, and also we are wanted to fund them using AICTE Investor Network. So recently, the Ministry for Education launched this investors network. About 100 people have come forward. So we are going to we already created a Section 8 company, AICTE Innovation Foundation, Innovation Council. It is a Section 8 company where we are going to receive even CSR funds as well as our own money we put in. Support these young people to their startups. So this is the scale at which is happening is mind-boggling. I think even the IP literacy, we have programs, we have courses on IP literacy, on Swayam, so that students can take courses themselves, learn about IP literacy and how to protect their IPs. And many such activities we are actually doing through Innovation Institute Innovation Councils. So we conduct IIC's regional meets where the students display, and also they also right now recently they have come up with a concept called Udyami Bazaar. Means they also set up a marketplace there so that they can sell their ideas and products. So when we go there, it's mind-boggling, how these young people are transforming themselves into entrepreneurs. I think it's a golden time. I think we have seen India doing very well in the startups. Starting from 2016 with 300 odd startups, today we have close to 1,25,000 startups. And large number of them have become unicorns, 25 of them. So I think this effort we need to continue, and particularly the inter-institutional biomedical innovation, which is very value for common man. And Center for Cellular Molecular Platform is an authority, experts, they have done this. They have demonstrated this, so that I think we can request them to mentor these activities closely, so that large number of young people would be a startup or entrepreneurs. So here what we are trying to do is we give, it's not a big money, but we wanted to give you about 10 lakhs from each side. That means 20 lakhs will be given to each of the institutions. Encourage them to work together, both engineers and doctors. And the CCAMP will mentor them with their ideas and take them to different levels of development. There is a product, there different technology readiness levels also, we will handhold them. So all these institutions are selected through a competition. So this competition will start on 15th of this month, April, and go up to 15th of May. So 1 month time will be there for registering, and then expert committee with the leadership of Dr. Ravi Nair will review this, select them. Now, what is the number you need to select? 10. 10 joint institutions will be selected as an experimental basis, which will be mentored by CCAMP. So I appeal to all my institutions who are already there on the today's program to actively take part in this competition, and that they be one of your institutions to be part of this initiative. And this is a great nation building initiative, so that we together can work and develop product and processes which help the mankind. So again, I thank both Taslim Said as well as Dr. Ravi Nair to come forward to jointly work with the AICTE. And our team from AICTE also has done a fantastic job so far. Hopefully, we'll get an excellent response and we'll roll out this project successfully. So once it is done, I think there is no end to it, because many other, because our investor network is already there. We're going to scale this up to all the 400 institutions. With these few words, I'm very happy to launch this AICTE-IBIP program, and I wish the program a great success. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Thank you so very much, Honorable Chairman, sir, for giving such a comprehensive overview of AICTE and its various enriching activities that it has been doing, whether it is training on design thinking, MBAs in innovations, ambassadors, AICTE, which is a repository, startup culture, entrepreneurship, and all other things which AICTE is doing to ensure that we create a very enriched, meaningful academia, and also contribute in making, as I always say, the main objective, making better lives, and also a better nation, a much more Viksit Bharat, as our Honorable PM keep on saying. So thank you so much, sir. And I very warmly welcome Dr. Ravi Nair, who is the Program Director of Interinstitutional Biomedical Innovations Program at CCAMP, that is Center for Cellular and Molecular Platforms, and his lovely colleague, I don't know your name, so a very, very warm welcome to you. And with the permission of the chair, sir, may we now sign that?
Yes.
Thank you. Neeraji, kindly.
I wanted to thank you.
Sir, I find because sometimes I have traffic or some emergency, so I thought it's better. I'll as
From outside.
You may give it. Thank you. Combined photograph to please come.
Be excellent, brother.
Exchange करायचं. काही check करायचं.